What's going on, everybody? This is your man Lyndon Britt from successwithlyndon.com, also the founder of Home Run Marketing, where we cover all bases of your business. Appreciate you hopping on here today. I got a nice one for you today, but I got a question for you. How do you want to end the year? How do you want to end the year? So for you all that happen to be popping on watching this as a recording, just to let you all know, let me fix this camera. My bad. For you all that are watching the recording, fast forward about 2 minutes. That's where the content's going to begin. While Facebook is actually building up my audience, there's a couple of people that'll be hopping on and kind of seeing what's going on. I'm gonna give a welcome to these folks and just to be saying hello for about 2 minutes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get into the content, so you can fast forward just a little bit. But when you do happen to hop on here, even if you're watching the recording, I'd like for you to do one thing for me. Shout out where you're from and where you're viewing from. Of course, I'm from the sunny Dallas, Texas. It's a beautiful day out here today. It's not burning hot. It's not scorching hot. But just let me know where you're viewing from. I love to do so because you never know who you're right next to, the people you might connect with. What's going on, the beautiful Miss Pamela? Good to see you. What's going on, Ganesh? Miss Ruby Torres. Hey, congratulations. I heard you got a shout out on Mrs. Torres's new launch that went out. So congratulations to you, Ruby. I hope you all are doing blessed and well. I've got a nice message for you, but I want you to think about something as the audience is building. There's a couple more people hopping on. How do you want to end the year? All right, now, just to let you all know, for those of y'all that are viewing this thing, I'm just letting you know, I'm not here to give you a Bible lesson, but the way I've been led to do a lot of my lives, I like to apply the word of God with my business. And I'm not taking it out of context. This is just how I apply the word of God to my business. So I don't have to worry. I'm letting you know that now, so you have to get any message. Say that's not what the Bible means and stuff like that. So just to give you a shout out and a heads up of what's coming, you're going to get a little worried with this one, and you're going to see exactly why and how I tie it in together. All right. So today I got a nice one for you. Let's see. We got about maybe, nope, it's that time. So we about to get things kicking off and started. So today the question is, how do you want to end the year? All right. So we're going to be talking about 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. All right. Miss Sadie, what's going on? Good to see you hopping here. Table Dreams. All right. We're talking 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. All right. They will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. But you, and there's a comma right there, keep your head in all situations, endure hardships, do the work of an evangelist, discharge all the duties of your ministry. All right. That was 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. Now, this is how I apply that word of God to my business. We all face different situations as it pertains to business. And on Fridays, Saturdays, I mean, it's a huge way to be able to think. A lot of people want to party. A lot of people want to do the things, just have fun for the weekend. A lot of people look forward to simply the weekend. But the question is, how do you want to end your year? Will you go into all your weekends just looking forward to nothing but partying and stuff like that? Or will you actually buckle down and get something done for your business? Verse 3, they will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. So I'm going to jump right into this part. How many people have you told about, whether it's a business opportunity or tips or way, even for people that own their own businesses, that won't listen to what you have to say regardless? And a lot of people that turn away from network marketing, period, is not based on experience. It's based on what somebody else has told them about business, not because they've done their own research. It says it right there. See, a lot of these things that we hear these days, what's going on, Marionette? A lot of these things that we hear of these days, people that are new to the industry be like, oh, the folks that say this, they're so wise. They're so wise. It's not that they're not wise. Understand that these kind of things have been coming out since the beginning of time. Since Bible days. I'm reading you biblical stuff, which is way before each of us. They will turn their ears away from the truth. So even if you try to give them truth, you give them words, appreciate the hearts and the thumbs up. You give them truth about what can be, what can happen if they dedicate themselves to actually trying to succeed at what they want to do. And a lot of people don't believe you simply because somebody else told them, hey, don't believe that. That's fake. Don't believe that. That's not real. That's a scam. Somebody else got in their ear before you got a chance to. That's why I believe in showing better than telling. So if you don't believe me, that's fine. You don't have to believe me. I'll show you. And then when it begins to happen, you be like, man, I didn't think that was possible. I know you didn't, because somebody else told you so and you didn't figure it out for yourself. Sorry to tell you. But like I said, they will turn aside to myths. You hear the myth all the time that 97% of network marketers fail. Only 3%. And I've heard a lot of people repeat that. Let me ask you this question. Where are the statistics? Show me the proof. Can anybody actually show you some statistics of 97% of marketers failing? See, that's something a lot of people throw out there in the industry, that and some people just took that phrase and took off running with it. I don't know where people got those statistics from. Was that an article way back in the day? Because sales, marketing sales used to be an industry that was huge, just like how the enemy does it. He plants a lie and the seed grows. That's absolutely. Nope. Yes. Nobody can show you where they found that proof. Somebody said it and then everybody else began to run with it. I have not seen anywhere, even in looking in that thing, that 97% of marketers fail. Just like I've already heard that network marketers produce the most millionaires in the world. I hadn't seen that proof. I would like to believe that true, being a network marketer, but I have not seen the proof of that either. Those are myths. It said people turn aside to myths. Understand that if you're trying to use that as a tactic to get people in your business, that won't necessarily work either, because if you have somebody smart enough to show you the proof, if somebody says, show me where that's true, where more millionaires are made in network marketing and never seen, and they ask you for your proof, what are you going to show them? See, that's exactly what I mean. And if you're talking to somebody that was an ex-network marketer, or you talking to somebody, they say 97% and they ask you for proof, nobody can actually show you the proof of that. So if those are two things that you've been saying when you go to recruit people, you go to talk to people, stop saying those things. Unless you can find that proof, stop saying it. Matter of fact, if you can find that proof, show me. And I'm a network marketer myself. I'm just saying. Stop throwing it out there if you don't have the proof. If you don't have proof to show something, even if you can validate, if you can prove what you're saying, even not by your own doing, but somebody, perhaps a mentor or something like that. I mean, just for me, if somebody told me network marketing produced the most millionaires, guess what? I'm going to kind of refute that, because I've seen so many pro athletes that become millionaire by the time they were 18 to the age of 30 plus. Millionaires become millionaires straight out of high school, straight out of college, after 1 or 2 years in college, and they becoming millionaires. You don't hear of that many. I mean, and I'm talking about almost the entire draft. If you go to a baseball draft, a hockey draft, a football draft, a basketball, and these are and soccer draft, and you go through all these drafts and you see kids or even young adults become millionaires. I mean, the entire roster, in a matter of a couple of weeks of draft season. I've never seen that many marketers become millionaires at one particular time. So if you don't have that proof that's saying network marketers produce the most millionaires in the U.S., don't stop throwing it around until you find that proof. Get some statistics. I mean, start looking at statistics, but get your own proof, so when people ask, you have something to show them. And verse 5, it says, but you, and there's a comma there. And what's going on, Miss Tony, from the UK? Man, I'm telling you, I can't wait to visit there. I cannot wait to visit the UK. I already said, everywhere that I hadn't been, even in the US, everywhere that I've never been, I always pictured it being the most beautiful place, just because I've never been there. So I can't wait to get there. But verse 5, and Miss Tony, I'm speaking of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. All right. And verse 5, it says, but you, and there's a comma there, because it's like it's trying to get your attention. Verse 4, they will turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. Verse 5, but you, it's getting your attention. Keep your head in all situations. It's already telling you that you're going to face some obstacles. It says, endure the hardships. It's already the word of God is already telling you, you're going to endure some hard times in your business. You're going to endure some hard times in your life. It's putting it right there before you. And it says, do the working of evangelists. Evangelists don't stop. They go non-stop. And it says, do the working of evangelists, discharging all the duties of your ministry. And if I apply that to business, discharge all the duties of your business. If you know you need to write a blog, if you know you need to be communicating with people, you know you need to follow up, you know you need to prospect, you know you need to do the entire list of things that you say you know you need to do those things. It says discharge all the duties. Let me put emphasis on all, A-L-L, emphasis on all of the duties. See, some people say, come on, some people say, I'm going to do this for my business. I'm going to do this for my business. They have a whole list of things to do. And somewhere in that list becomes a distraction. Somewhere in that list becomes a distraction. You know what? I'm hungry. I'm sitting here writing this blog, but I'm hungry. I really need to go make me a sandwich. And guess what? Right, while you making that sandwich, you cut on the TV TV has something of interest that catches your attention. You're like, I'm gonna sit down, and while I'm eating my lunch, I'm gonna watch a little television. Next thing you know, an hour's passed. You finished your sandwich and everything else an hour ago, and you still find yourself gazing at the TV. Somewhere at that list of things that you have to do, there's going to be a distraction. You get a phone, you get a notification. Why are you saying, you know what, I'm gonna sit here and do my blog from my phone. I'm gonna write my list from my phone. I'm gonna go through Facebook looking up some prospects and communicating with people from my phone or Instagram or wherever you do. And you go out and you start reaching people, all of a sudden you get that notification. So-and-so is going live. Because you're watching somebody else go live. And you know what? I want to see their live. And I'm glad you're here. If mine have to be a distraction, I appreciate you tuning in. But if you were doing something that was on that list that need to be done, get off here and come back and watch the recording. I'm telling you right now. And how many people would tell you to get off their live? I'm only telling you to get off my live if you were doing something that was on your list that needs to be done right now. I want to encourage people to do what they know they need to do in order to become successful, because it says discharge all duties, not part of them. Not part of them. You don't become partly successful. How many people do you know that say I halfway became successful? You know, this is what I need to hear. Getting off. All right. See me on the replay, Mercedes. You know if it's something you need to do, go do it. I love you with all my heart, and I appreciate you hopping on here. But if it's something on your list, take care of your list first. The replay will be here. I'll even post it in Table Dream so you can see it tonight, all right? But hop off, do this thing, do the things that you know you do. Not very many people is going to say, you know what, I became partly successful. You know, I was partly successful. Me, I pursued pro baseball. I didn't get the contract that I wanted. I don't consider myself partly success. It was a success for me to go. Number one, not very many people get that opportunity to try out for the pros. I knew people that was growing up that seemed much better than me growing up, and I couldn't believe that they didn't try. I'd be like, dude, this guy could have made it. I'm good enough to go pro, and this guy he was faster than me. It was a few things that he was able to do better than me, and I'm surprised that they didn't even try. Not trying is the biggest failure. Not trying is the biggest failure. I didn't feel like a failure because I didn't get a contract. I would have felt like a failure if I never went, regardless of what everybody said. All right, but back on track. How do you want to end the year? This is the year. A lot of people say they want to go strong. They want to end. I want to become this. I want to hit this rank. I want to make this amount of money. Number one, don't be selfish. I spoke about this yesterday. It's not about you. How many people think about how many people you want to help before the end of the year? Instead of making a list of what you want to accomplish for you as far as your own goals, you figured out what goals you want a long time ago. If you've been watching me and you created your list, you say, I want to do this, I want to do this. You know your goals, you know what you're going for. One of the goals and your next thing that you want to focus on, I want you to focus on one thing. If you want to end the year strong, I want you to focus on how many people you want to help before the end of this year. That's going to be your ultimate goal, to be able to reach everything that you want to get before the end of this year. I kid you not. Your goal before the end of this year, I want you to write down a number on a piece of paper. If you're on your phone, you happen to be out, you don't have if you don't want to help, you don't have a piece of paper and you don't have anything to write, maybe you're driving, there's a memo pad on your phone somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Write yourself a note, set an alarm. I don't care. Write a number, a physical number of how many people you want to help before the end of the year. You say, we're going in October. This is the last day of September. We're about to go in October. You got October, November, December. Last quarter of the year. How many people do you want to help before December begin to get a breakthrough in the business? Show them how to change their life with your opportunity. Show them how to change your life with their opportunity. If you're looking for a way to be able to grow your business and you happen to be watching this live, you say, I've got my own business already. I don't want to join yours, but I do need some direction in growing my own business. Make sure you inbox me. Check me out at successwithlyndon.com. There's actually free training on there. I don't care what platform you want to use, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're looking at pixels, if you're looking at blogging, I have free training on my website, successwithlyndon.com. Check that out. Okay. But you say, I want to help 10 people by Christmas. Miss Tony, if you want to help 10 people by Christmas, that means you've got 3 people 2 months. And 4 people 1 month. That's kind of a minimum breakdown. Even if you do 0, 0, and you bust out, you got to haul your tail in December and get 10. So what happens if you get 10 in October? You never know. Now, see, and understand that if you say you want to help 10 people, that doesn't necessarily mean 10 people direct to you. Okay. If you got people, of course, if you get 5 people into your network marketing company, or you help them with their own, guess what? They're going to need help before the end of this year. Go help them get 1 or 2 apiece. Guess what? That's still adding to your numbers because you're still helping them become successful. Don't think that everything has to be done on you. A couple of weeks ago, probably the beginning of this week or end of last week, I said as a leader's job is to pull out the strengths of the people that they do business with. You may not be able to navigate, and I'm not saying you, but you may not be able to navigate helping 10 people at one time. If you've never done it, you're going to realize how hard it is. I've done it before. You don't realize how much work that is if you've never done it. But guess what? The few people that you get in the front that may be strong, but like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I'm going to start pulling you out into a leadership position. We're going to start organizing a little bit more. I need you to start getting together on this call. Each morning, I need you to email the team or message the team. Tell them to hop on this call. All right, I need you to do me a favor. Each morning, I need you to, you got one person making the call and say, hey, if we got a blog post, make sure you shoot a reminder out to everybody to get that blog post done today. While you organizing, probably getting things together for a mastermind at a particular time, you start pulling out the strengths of the people that you're helping. And guess what? If you come together as a team, guess what? It's like a zipper. You start seeing things come together. All of a sudden, you see it's a perfect fit because you start pulling the best out of people. And guess what? When they feel they're a part of something and they start participating, that's when you begin to see that business grow. So you can help them grow strong toward the end of the year. So how do you want to end the year? Do you want to end the week where you just want to kick it? But like, you know what? This is because, a lot of people, another myth. Just like I said, people turn aside the myths. A lot of people say we're coming into the holiday season and people don't spend money on business. This is when people go see their family for vacations, or they start saving money for Christmas. I almost cuss right there. Bull. I'm just going to say bull. Bull. I'm going to tell you right now. People spend money. Teamwork works a dream work. You're absolutely right. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. How do you want to end the year? People spend money. Guess what? It's somebody. The reason why I say people don't spend. You heard that myth that people don't spend money because toward the end of the year they do it on family. They got family vacations. Guess what? It's somebody that doesn't have the money to be able to give their family everything they want because they're struggling, because they're working so much, trying to keep a roof over the head. They're trying to keep a roof over their family's head. For the most part, I've seen adults suffer. Seriously, literally, I've seen adults suffer because they want their children to have. Because they want their children to have. They'll be like, look, I don't want it. Make sure my child has everything. They will make sure their child has everything and they suffer. Guess what? They don't want that life. And if you present an opportunity to them, and you can show them that they can do this and they can begin to break free, guess what? Before the end of the year, you may have somebody else on your team if you can show them, like, look, give me some time. Let me show you. It's not an overnight thing, but I can help you if you give it some time and begin to progress through this system that we have. Use the system, end the year strong. Help somebody else end the year strong. You want to end your year strong, like I said, help other people. It has to be about people. We're in the business of people. Get this out of your head right now. I've got to sell more products. I've got to make more sales. I've got to get more recruits. Stop focusing on that. Help more people. If they don't want to be a part of your business, so what? Let them not be a part of your business. Like, how can I help you anyway? How can I serve you? I understand you want to join my company, but how can I serve you? I see you in a predicament. You got a situation. You may not have this. How can I help you? Guess what? They will trust you. They begin to see the things that that you genuinely want to help them. And guess what? That may change over time. It's like I was at a point just because I can't tell you how many people reached out to me to try to get me to join the network marketing company. I said, I'm not interested. And I never heard from them again. They just completely left me alone. That's fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. But when you develop a relationship, it's like, okay, I understand you don't want to be a part of my company. That's fine. But how can I help you anyway? How can I help you anyway? And guess what? Over time, if they see that you're genuinely out to help them, over time, be like, look, I appreciate what you've done for me. What are you doing now? What are you doing? All of a sudden, you've got their interest. Maybe a few weeks, maybe a month, could be a year down the line, but you develop a relationship that later on they genuinely see that you developed a friendship, even though they told you no and you stuck around and still willing to lend a helping hand. Guess what? Guess what? Your business grows. I don't care if they're buying stuff from you, if they join you later on, they see, look, I still see you've been doing the same thing for an entire year. You've been doing this for how long, and you're still, and number one, because I turned you down, you didn't just leave me alone. That just lets me know that you weren't just out for my money. So I got to ask you, what do you do? How do you do it, and how can I do it? Guess what? Over time, you build that relationship. That's how you're going to end your year strong. And guess what? That's how you're going to start your new year next year strong. Because you're building a relationship, you're helping other people. Keep doing that. Okay? Today was 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. I'm going to read this one more time, and that's going to be the end of this. Verse 4. They would turn their ears away from the truth and turn aside to myths. Verse 5. But you, keep your head in all situations, endure hardships and the work of an evangelist. Discharge all duties of your ministry. Do your business. People are going to talk. People are going to turn you down. People are going to believe the myths of what they said, and you're going to have hard times. But it says keep your head in all situations. Okay? Even through those hardships. Understand you're going to have hard times in business, in life, and anything else. All right? That was it for today. I wanted to make this a quick one, but I wanted to be very impactful. Understand, if you want to end your year strong, write down a number for everybody that watches this. If you're watching a recording or anything else, write down how many people you want to help before December 31st at midnight. Write down how many people you want to help. Whether it's grow their business, start a business, whatever it is, help them in their life. Maybe somebody's having personal problems and you just need to be a shoulder. You need to be an ear. Perhaps somebody just needs some direction on how to grow their own. Whatever it may be, write down a number of how many people you want to help. If you write down 30, and I need you to think big. Don't minimize. Don't put a minimal number on this. Say, I want to help one person per month. Baby says you want to help 500 this year. You better get to work. You better get to work. We better get to work. We're going to get some work done. If that's a number you want to hit, okay. I'm running with you. I'm with that. That's my wife, by the way, y'all. Baby loves Pee-wee. If you never met me, my name is Pee-wee. I'm sorry. My name is Pee-wee. I'm Lyndon Britt. I'm Little Pee-wee. My dad is Big P. But that was the message for today. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 4 and 5. I appreciate you hopping on here. If you found this message of value or ask that you like, shoot me some heart, shoot me some thumbs up. If you agree with it, if it resonated with you, there's a share button at the bottom left-hand side of the screen, right where you hit the comments, right where all the smiley faces and the laughing faces and the tear laughing face and all that kind of stuff is. If you push that little share button, you're gonna find out it tickles a little bit. It just tickles. Just like you're gonna get a little zap as soon as you touch it. Hit that share button, share it out. Let everybody hear this message for your team. Share this thing out in different. There are people that you're connected with that I'm not, and people say they want to accomplish things in their business. Guess what? Now's the time. They got to get to work. Share this thing out. They'll be able to hear this thing no matter what it is. Help somebody grow their business. Share, pass on the love. Help somebody else. All right? Y'all have a blessed day. I'm about to get out of here. Make sure if you're looking for free training to grow your business, successwithlyndon.com. I appreciate you hopping on here. And if you still haven't gotten your ebook, Grow Your Following, How to Build a Successful Brand Using Your Facebook Fan Page, head over successwithlyndon.com/ebook. Grab your free ebook. Once you send that in, it'll be emailed directly to you after you confirm that you want it. All right. So you all have a blessed day. I'm about to hop out of here. Go in your year strong. Still coming in tomorrow. Got another live for you with another great message I'm already looking forward to giving you. So I will see you tomorrow for Tips at 2 with Lyndon right here. Y'all have a blessed one. And I will see you at Success with Lyndon. I look forward to hearing from each and every one of y'all. Y'all can send me an inbox, send me a message or whatever. If you don't want to type in here in the comments, you say, look, I need some help growing my own business, but I really don't want to put it on here where everybody can see it. Inbox me. Shoot me a message. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm out of here. See y'all later. Outro music. Go in the year strong, y'all.